everyone, welcome to the Dataholics YouTube channel, and in this video we are going to solve a complex problem in Python using recursion, and the name of that problem is Towers of Hanoi. This is a very classical complex problem in recursion, and I will try my best to help you understand this using a game. There are some more benefits to this video. We will be able to understand how to exactly solve a problem step by step, how to write algorithm to it, how to convert that algorithm into an executable Python code, and most importantly, we will do all of this while playing a game. So let's get going. So on your screen, we can see this Towers of Hanoi game. So the objective of this game is to move all the disks over the tower over to tower 3 by using drag and drop, but you cannot place a larger disk onto a smaller disk, right? So basically we have been given these three towers. If you see on your screen, we are like this is the tower 1, this is the tower 2 and tower 3, all these red towers, and these are the three disks, right? Disks can be increased like 3, 4 disks, 5 disks, 6, 7, 8, right? So disks can be increased or decreased, but we have to move all the disks from tower A to tower C, like source to destination, using helper, right? So the first tower is called source, second tower is called destination helper, and the third tower is called destination, correct? So in this diagram, if you see, so this is our source. Let me just quickly write it. Source, this is helper, and this is destination, and these are the three disks. Let's say you call it disk number 1, disk number 2, and disk number 3. So what we will do is, let me just show you by the game so that you can understand. First we will take the first smallest disk, because the condition is we can move only one disk at a time. So I'll take this first disk, move it from source to destination, right? Then second disk from source to helper, then again the first disk from destination to helper, and then finally I will move the nth, the third disk, from source to destination. So this is our move one, step 1, right? So if you carefully follow this step 1, what we have done till now is we have moved step 1, move 2 disks from source to helper using destination, and then move the third disks, that is the last disk, from source to destination. See, if you see this diagram, this is what we have done till now. I hope you are all with me. Out of 3 disks, we have moved the 2 disks from source to helper, and the third disk from source to destination. You see, this is what I have written here. So I'm helping us to create the algorithm very easily, correct? So moving forward, next step would be I would repeat the same step for 2 disks now, but here this is the source, the second one, the tower is the source, this is the destination, this is the destination, the third one, and this is the helper. So I will again move one disk from source to helper, and the last disk, second disk, from source to destination, and then finally when only one disk is left, I will move that disk from source to destination, right? And that's all which we wanted to do. This is the game for n is equal to 3. So let us quickly write the next step. What we did is move. Basically I will just repeat the step, repeat for n minus 1 disks, that is 2 disks for now. When n was 3, so this is 2 disks, right? So let us quickly do this for 4 disks also, right? Just remember these steps. It would help you to write the algorithm very carefully. So I'm going to play the same game for 4 disks now, right? So that you can help to you can easily understand. Again, what I will do is I will move according to this algorithm 2 disks. Basically, when n was 3, for n is equal to 3, we had moved 2 disks from source to helper. For n is equal to 4, what I will do is I will move this disk from here to here, this from here to here, this, 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 and this. So this is the whole step 1. So what I have done here is I have moved 3 disks out of 4, 3 disks from source to helper using destination. Let me write it very quickly. Let me just write it here. For n is equal to 4. Move 3 disks from source to helper using destination. If you see, we have done the similar task here also. 2 disks from source to helper using destination, right? Then I will move the nth, that is the 4th disk from source to destination. So I'll write the same step here. Move 4th disk from source to destination. See, we have done the similar step here. 3 disk, 3rd disk from source to destination. Here we have moved the 4th disk because n is 4 here. Let's move to the next step. Now, can you see one thing? Can you see one thing, which is to do the similar job for 3 disks, but this time the source is changed. The second tower has become the source, the first tower has become the helper, and the destination is the same. If you can see this, this is very important. Like, let me just help you understand this better. For say, this is a 3 disk. This is the problem statement for 3 disks which we have already solved. So here this is the source, this is the destination, and this is the helper. We have to do the same job here. This time the second tower is the source, this first tower is become the helper, and the destination is the same. So again I will do the same job which I have already written for 2 disks. You see this one, sorry, 3 disks. I will repeat this step here. That is the recursion. We have broken down the bigger problem into a smaller problem. From n is equal to 4, we have come down to n is equal to 3, and we are doing the same task. So repeat for n minus 1 disks. Let us do that. So when n was 3, so we have moved this from here to source to destination, this from here to here, this here, and source to destination. The 3rd disk from source to destination, right? So again I will do the same thing. I will use the same function, repeat, for 3 disks. And for 3 disks we have already clearly defined the steps, right? So basically we are calling the same function with n minus 1 disks. I hope you are able to understand, right? Again the same problem is there. N is equal to 2. This is the source, this is the destination, this is the helper. I will move n minus 1 disk from source to helper, then nth disk from source to destination, and when n is equal to 1, only 1 disk is left, I will move it from here, source to destination, and that's it. We have done that, right? We have done that. Now let us come and formulate the algorithm. So this is the algorithm for n is equal to 3. This is the algorithm for n is equal to 4. Let us formulate an algorithm for n. So step 1 would be, if we see the algorithm, this is, I am trying to tell you, I am trying to teach you that how do you, once you solve a problem, once you solve, mental model is clear, once you solve the problem in your mind, how do you formulate the algorithm from it, and then from algorithm to code. So step 1 would be, move n minus 1 disks, n minus 1 disks from source to helper using destination. Step 2, move the nth disk, the last disk, from source to destination. Then repeat the same steps for n minus 1 disks. But this time, previously the source was S, helper was H, the destination was D. But this time the helper would become the source would become the helper, and the destination would be destination. This is the only thing which we have to take care of. This we have already seen. If you have any confusion, just rewind the video very quickly and rewatch it. Trust me, you will be able to understand. This is the easiest explanation, right? Why this change is happening? Why this change is happening? Let me tell you here. When n was 3, right? So see, here, like this, let's say this, 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 let's say this, right? So after moving the nth disk, this is the step 2 in our algorithm. See, nth disk from source to destination, we have moved that. But now the helper has become the source now, because we have 3 disks in the helper rod, and we have to move 3 disks from helper to destination using source, right? So that is why the role of source and helper is changed. That is why this is exchanged here. I hope that is making sense now, right? Now let us go to Google Colab and quickly write this whole algorithm and code directly. You see, Tower of Hanoi, intuition. Let's say we want to move 3 disks from A to C. So move the top 2 disks from A to B. This is what we have seen, source to helper. Then move the largest, the third disk from source to destination. Then move other 2 disks from B to C. And the strategy becomes move n-1 disks, then move the largest disk, and then move the n-1 disks again. This is exactly what we have been doing for so long, right? So I hope this strategy is clear. This is the intuition of recursion. Move n-1 disk from source to helper. Move the nth disk from source to destination. This is exactly what we have written. Move n-1 disk from source to helper, then nth disk from source to destination. You see exactly what I have written here. Then move n-1 disk from helper to destination, right? This is repeat, right? See, move n-1 disk from source to destination, but this time the source is helper. So we will write move n-1 disk from helper to destination. So that is exactly move n-1 disk from helper to destination. And the base condition for this recursion would be when only 1 disk is left. If only 1 disk remains, we simply move it from source to destination, right? This will stop the recursion. So algorithm is very simple. Start, if n equal to 1, move the source to move that particular disk from source to destination. Move n-1 disk from source to helper. Move nth disk from source to destination. This is exactly what we have been doing, right? So I'm just repeating so that you can understand it after reading it multiple times. And then finally repeat it, move for n-1 disk from helper to destination, and then end the algorithm, right? So this is the pseudo code. If n equal to 1, move that disk from source to destination and stop, return nothing, do nothing then. Otherwise, call this function for n-1 disk source to destination using helper. Once this is done, move the largest disk, the third disk from source to destination, and repeat the same step for n-1 disk, considering helper as the source, source as the helper, and to the destination. This is this line. Repeat for n-1 disk. So call the same function, but with n-1 disks, and the source it will become helper, and helper will become the source. See, this is what we have written here in the code as well. n-1 disk from helper to source using destination. Oh, sorry, helper to destination using source, right? Yeah, correct. Now let us go to the program very quickly. This is exactly what we have done. These are the steps to help you understand better. Again, the code is very simple. See guys, define the function Tower of Hanoi. Initially we have n disk, we have source, we have helper rod, and we have destination rod, right? N can be anything. N can be 4, 3, 5, whatever. Base condition is if n equal to 1, move that disk from source to destination and return nothing, do nothing then, because that program is ended. Or you can say also return or print and the program is ended, the game is over, something like that. Then otherwise, call the function, call the same Towers of Hanoi function, this is recursion, with n-1 disk, move those disks from source to helper using destination. Correct? You see the sequence. First we have written the source, then helper, then destination. But we have to move n-1 disk from source to destination, source to helper using destination. Okay, let me show you this again very quickly. Let's say n is equal to 3. We are moving n minus 1 disk, that is 2 disk, from source to helper in using destination. This is exactly what is written. Call the function for n minus 1 disk to move the disk from source to helper using destination. You see, we have moved n minus 1, that is 2 disk, from source to helper using destination, and then move the n disk, that is the third disk, from source to destination. We have to move this disk from source to destination, and again call the same function with n minus 1 disk, that is 2 disk, and this time helper has become the source, because now at present the 2 disks are at helper. So this and this. Call the same function for n minus 1 disk from helper to destination using source. That is what we have done, right? So that is all about the code. This is a small code, but the logic behind is very complex. But I hope now you are able to understand this problem statement and able to write algorithm, pseudo code and code in your interviews as well as examinations, right? So this is what we have created the function. Then let us call it Towers of Hanoi 3. There are 3 disks. Rods are A, B and C. Once we execute it, these are the steps. So see, these are the 7 steps which we have to follow. And here also we see minimum moves 7 will be taken. So if n is equal to 4, minimum 15 moves will be taken. If n is equal to 5, 31 moves will be taken. If n is equal to 6, 63 moves will be taken. And if you carefully see guys, so for n is equal to 3, there are 7 steps. For n is equal to 4, there were 15 steps. For n is equal to 5, there are 31 steps. For n is equal to 6, there were 63 steps. This is nothing but 2 to the power n minus 1. So this is a number of function calls, and this is nothing but time complexity. So time complexity for Towers of Hanoi would be order of 2 to the power n. Minus 1 will be there, but it is constant, we can ignore it. This is what we have already studied in the previous lectures, right? This is the time complexity for this particular problem statement, correct? So coming back, minimum moves 2 to the power n minus 1, time complexity is order of 2 to the power n, right? I hope this is clear. Now let us try to do this for n is equal to 4. So there are 4 disks now. So see, these are the 15 steps. If you see, these are the 15 steps: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, right? So these are the 15 steps in this particular program for n is equal to 4. So I hope you are able to understand it, and this algorithm is clear in your mind, the execution is clear in your mind. So that's all for this video. I will attach this link to the description. I will attach this code also to the description so that you can easily revise it. But please write it yourself once, at least once. You will be able to understand it very well, right? So that's all for this video, guys, and I hope you got some value. If you really like the video, consider liking the YouTube videos, sharing it to your friends, and subscribing to the YouTube channel. And I'll see you in the next lesson. Thank you.